It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He breaks a tackle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He's on the move. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
On first down, it's gone. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he stopped cold at the spot. Won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. From the gun, Goff. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Forced out to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Bates' kick is up and good. In the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Only a solid... About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Play action, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They're going for it with Mahomes. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
Well, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's 1st down at the 41. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Chased out to his right. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
2nd and 3 now. Gibbs now from the gun. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Another one for Gibbs. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. On the move, headed right. Launching deep. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds, too. Oh, I don't believe it. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. From the 33 on 2nd down. He sends this one to the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs come up big with an end zone interception and a nice return, too, out to their own 20.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down. Another throw for Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Got all of it, but no good. He needed a touch more to clear that crossbar. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. He's gonna push one deep down the road. He's got it inside the 10. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down from the red zone. That's It's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun handoff to Perine. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Now it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A touchdown aside and got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Laporta with the grab. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A lot of grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Goff on 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Goff. Forced out to his right. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
This is Gibbs on second down. And the struggle's seeping into the ground game now as he's held up at the line.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They send a man in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
With discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Lions will go on offense. On first down, it's Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Gibbs. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Setting up to pass. On the move, hit it, and they got there in time. He's taken down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
At the 24-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down. Here he is to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Throwing now. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's supposed to throw it away.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Detroit. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. For Daryl Patterson, now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Fields now on 3rd. His first throw is an interception. And the Eagles have an early opportunity. That's the interception on the game's first series.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw, Hurts. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Working quickly here. Slot receiver headed left. Gainwell. Goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have second and pretty long here. Tight end motioning right. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Here we go, Smack. First down, fellas.
Off play action, it's Fields. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Eagles will take possession. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Hurts now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 29. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers take possession of the football.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Austin's there to haul it in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. First down throwing for Hurts. He's loaded another one up. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up second down. He's got Smith. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On first down, Hurts. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The kick by Hopkins is good. The Steelers calling their first timeout. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 31. He lofts it deep left. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Throwing here, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Offense up to the line fast. Hurts throwing again. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Hurts trying again on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Hurts on third and long. This one finds Goddard.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. You needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
On fourth down, Hurts. Throw caught by his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Now they send their back in motion right. On first and 10, it's Fields. That throw finds Pickens. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Flush down now to his left. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Milton Williams making the stop. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Harris gets it on the counter. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 1 yard on the play, and now they've got 4th down and 6.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down for a loss. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Working quickly here. From the 41. Barkley's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Eagles holding a 10-point lead. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Hurts now on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Play action, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
Another try following the sack. Finds his man. It's Van Jefferson. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. Here he is to throw. It's caught, Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a... Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go at the link. Khalif Raymond to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A give, left side for Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 36. Escapes the pocket. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Nice cut back to the right sideline. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Again, it's Gibbs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Quick pass, right side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. We will not get... We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he drives this forward to the 6. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Return coming here from the 12. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. 2nd and 3. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He's got Smith. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. It's the 2-minute warning now from the Link. The Eagles with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ifeatu Melifonwu with the INT. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And he gets him around 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. From midfield on 2nd down. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie. Didn't it? Start toward the back, scans a field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Here's Raymond on the return. Return's looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Finds Laporta. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Goff on 3rd. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Ray Blankenship. And the Eagles are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the pistol, Hurts. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Amik Robertson takes it away. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Another one for Gibbs. And they bring him down around the 34. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the gun, Goff. Stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Works the sideline inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts with it on third and short. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Grimes starts out with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Josh Sweat making the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Goff now, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. He's going deep. And they pick him off again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Working quickly here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. be a touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His third through the air this game. He's throwing for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Lions 7. Jake Elliott to kick off fourth down.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw from Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the first. Goff back to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And their lead stays halted at 20.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles about set to celebrate this win. On third down, it's Hurts. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Gotta hurry this to the line. 3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. They've got to keep moving quick here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Brian Branch has it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Laporta with the grab. And he's brought down for a loss. Trying to set this up quick. Goff on 3rd. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go for it. Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly.